That's pretty funny. Well, I've been talking all day, and I'm going to talk a little bit more, and I'm going to introduce you to Grant Griffiths. And what we're going to talk about is going to where your customer is. Why don't you tell us who you are and what you do, and give us that promotion.
Oh, yes. Grant Griffiths. I'm one of the co-founders of Headway Themes. My partner and my son, who graduates high school this month. Clay is the other co-founder.
He's not joking.
No, I'm totally serious. Clay started coding Headway when he was 16. There's 22,000 lines of code in Headway. I don't know where he gets it from. Seriously, I'm amazed. Discount code, it'll be good for about 7 days for you all and whoever's listening and whoever reads tweets. Just take the hashtag, leave off the pound sign, add a 30 on the end of it, and it's a 30% discount code. So,
I love Headway. It's easy. Plug and play. You don't have to know coding, and there's some new stuff coming up you're going to love. And that's all I'm allowed to say. He's bigger than me, so yeah, get me in the hallway. So how do you how do you go to your customers, Grant? Where do you find them?
Well, I think a little background, a little history might be a good thing here. We launched Headway on July 31st of 2009. Clay started coding it on April 26th of 2009. And when I gave the talk in Hutchinson, the title of my talk was How We Launched an International Business Out of the Basement in Clay Center, Kansas, which is a town of 4,000 people with one tweet, which is literally what we did. I did a tweet, and within, I think, 10 minutes, if you count up the followers of the people who retweeted my tweet, you can say that 42,000 people had the chance of seeing that original tweet. And that's just a real powerful marketing tool that if you're not using it, you should be. I connect with our customers where our customers are. Our business is online. And that is a huge advantage when you're online. So I use Twitter a lot, and we use Twitter for support also. And I know that sounds really crazy, but you can really do a lot with see this with a URL to a screenshot. I do that all the time. We answer questions on Twitter. We help our affiliates on Twitter. We're there. We even have our official hashtag.
You do. Headway WP.
It's Headway WP. Yeah.
Yeah, I was right. Okay.
Yeah. And if you tweet with that hashtag and you're one of our customers, I will see that hashtag in a matter of seconds. I run 3 computer screens, counting my MacBook Pro. One of them is designated for 7 columns of Twitter across the screen, and I follow all our keywords. Headway Themes. I follow our Twitter username, and I follow our hashtag. Those are 3 separate columns that I follow, that I keep track of what's going on in the Twitter world. We're on Facebook. We have our Facebook vanity URL, and I got that as quick as I could. We are not on MySpace.
It's okay.
Yeah, I know.
There's a reason for it.
It's okay. Yeah. We haven't the last couple weeks just because we've been busy with the next version of Headway, but we have a weekly Twitter chat that we hold for our community, and that's a lot of fun. That's a way to connect with our community. On Facebook with the Facebook page, I will post questions, I will post news, and try to get a conversation going there too. I think the main thing is to be where your customers are at. Plus we have our blog. You want me to stop, or you want to say something?
Yeah, I want you to stop for a minute, because you said some things that some people might not know what that is. Tweet chat is one of them, Twitter chat. If you go to tweetchat.com and you put in the hashtag, you've been invited to a tweet chat. I know on Sunday evenings I'm on blog chat, so I go to tweetchat.com, sign into Twitter, put that hashtag in, and too many people from around the world are there talking to each other. And it's not really too many, but there's a lot, and that stream flies. It's an opportunity to really zero in on a group of people that are talking about what you want to hear. Another one is Ag Chat. That's very popular. I think that's Monday nights, isn't it?
I think so.
Tuesday. And see, there's people in the room that use that one. So Google it. Google will tell you how to do anything. We love Google. Grant is online a lot. I live in a town of 4,000, north central Iowa. There are 17 active users on Twitter in Hampton, Iowa. 17. There's actually 30, but they threw some in from New Hampton, and we don't count them. We're Hampton, Iowa. Pat and Judy and Carrie and I are 1/4 of those of that group. I don't talk to people in my community on Twitter because they're not there. They're just not there. However, 50% of the community is on Facebook, and I do talk to them. I'm a program specialist for North Iowa Area Community College, and my job is to promote the classes going on for continuing education, and we developed a page on Facebook. It was wonderful. Grant talked about setting up a vanity URL, and what that is, once you've created your fan page and you have 25 people that like you, then you can create a very specific address that you can put on your business cards. Prior to that, it's like facebook.com/12781482. The vanity can be whatever's available for you to create. Okay, back to blogging.
One thing about the Facebook vanity, I think when we started ours, didn't they originally you had to have 100?
Yeah, originally you had to have 100.
Which, that's what it was when we did it. I really think it should be 250. I think 25 is too little. You don't have to work hard enough. What Mike said. It takes work. I really think it should be more. I mean, because those are people who like you. I've been blogging since 2005. I started blogging in February of 2005 before it was really cool. And I did it not as a journal, but as a way to promote a business, a service business. I'm a recovering attorney. I feel much better about myself now. So, but it really was an amazing tool to use, and how my business evolved, and because somebody told me once you start blogging within a matter of months, your life's going to change, and my life certainly did change. I started consulting with other attorneys around the country on how to use a blog to market their practice, and let me just say that those were the smart attorneys who were getting business while their competitors were worried about where they were going to get their money to pay their employees. It started evolving where I was consulting, and then they started wanting me to build their sites. I cannot code myself out of a paper sack, okay? I don't code. I have people. He's 18. I've raised him.
He was 14 at the time he started doing that.
So I was trying to find somebody to build WordPress blogs, and Headway is a WordPress framework. WordPress, in my opinion, is one of the top tools to use for blogging. And Clay heard me talking about this. He said, "I can do it." Okay, he did. Headway evolved because he wanted to build a tool that he could use to quickly set up what he called his sandbox, and it was just a kind of like a table, not built on a table system. We have what we call our leaf system, because how do you make a table bigger? You add leaves to it. And by the way, LEAFS is grammatically correct. I'll argue with you about that. So I mean, that's how things evolved. But I've been blogging that long, and my point is your blog. If you don't have a blog, you need one. If you're only on Facebook and you think that's your business site, remember you're renting your space. You don't own any of it. It's not yours. Your blog on your own hosted site is. Your blog should be the hub or the center of your marketing. Think of it as the center of a wagon wheel. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, MySpace, Vimeo, all these things, those are the rungs bringing people to your hub. And that's how you should look at that. If you're not blogging on your own site, you're renting space. And if that's fine with you, you just will rent your house. You need to own your presence online.
And Facebook can take you down. We've heard stories for not good reasons, and sometimes they bring you back, sometimes they don't. And I don't mean to talk bad about Facebook at all. It's just to point out, if you're using your Facebook account to drive people to your blog where they can find even more value, you're doing it right.
Yeah, and I say self-hosted. I know of businesses who had their blogs on Blogger and they were shut off. Boom, all their content's gone. Try call customer service at Google. It's not going to happen. When I first started blogging, I started blogging on TypePad. TypePad, movable type, 6 apart, has now been sold, I believe, to a Japanese company, if I'm not mistaken.
I think that's right.
Same thing there. I mean, I knew of businesses that had basically had their sites shut off. Again, it's all gone. You want to own that main hub, that main part of your business web presence. It's not just a blog anymore. I call them blog sites. You can have a website and blog combined that looks nothing like the blogs did 2 years ago, let alone 5 years ago, let alone 6 years ago when I started.
And to paint that picture for people that are listening that don't have a clue what we're talking about, it's like a website with very static information. The blog portion of it is what's updated. So, I mean, it's very simple to do that. You can get involved and do lots of great things, or you can make it very simple. But make your presence on a blog site.
Right.
It's not that difficult to do. Don't be afraid. I think we're at 2-minute warning. Oh, we're done. We're done? We're done. No, well, or I'm the organizer and co-host, right? We're done.
I've known Deb through social media. And Twitter, and let me you guys need to really thank both her and Nathan. I mean, this is incredible. They'll do it again.